Hey y'all, it's Brit Brat. Welcome to the new episode of Boys Will Be Boys in Her podcast. This episode is called Casino Shots and Studs. Like, comment, and subscribe to the pod. Tune in, y'all.
Is it okay to take your new Johns to restaurants that you took your old shorties to?
Yo, that happened to me. Nah, I'm not with it.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, big bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Low key, it's embarrassing, but I might be okay with it. Yo, let's just start the show.
Let's get into it, y'all. Yo, welcome back to Boys to Be Boys in Her here for a new episode. Yo, Brittany, how you feeling?
Hey, y'all, what's up? Got my little episode.
Brittany, bitch.
I'm chilling.
Yo, Jordan, how you feeling, big
Yo,
bro?
I'm feeling good, This week, I pulled out that turtleneck I talked about before. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. The energy is feeling immaculate right now.
I like that. So, energy, what we talking about, Jordan? What we talking about?
Yo, let's get back into the same question.
Yeah, things got a little heated before, so what's up?
I mean, like I said, to me, I feel like it's a little embarrassing to take her back to the same restaurant that you took your old shorties to. Cause like, yo, what if you get recognized by the people there?
I mean, that's like, but hold on. All right, so let me get a female's perspective first. If this is a nice spot, like I ain't talking about like a hole in the wall, like if this is a nice spot, intimate, DJ playing the tunes, the hookah busting, like this was the fun. I ain't gonna lie, so I ain't
Go-to spot. That might be a little hard. Cause like
I'm not gonna lie.
go-to,
So
like you gonna miss those meals.
nah, so
For the old
I'm gonna be
job?
honest. So I had a go-to spot where if it was like a first date or something, I brought multiple girls to the same spot. Shout out to New Rochelle Social Room. That was the spot.
Yo,
I would.
social room is fire.
Social Room is a nice.
So you just giving your spot out right
Nah,
now?
I mean it's whatever, bro. I'm honest for the pod. Like I ain't. I was
feel
single.
you.
If I was single, when I was single, I mean
Mhm.
I'm still single now. But when I was like really dating, like that's the spot I will go to. Like I don't like, and not for nothing. Fuck the place you went to with that person through the homeboy under the bus. Because every time I
Shout
go
out
there,
to that cashier.
I get the same waiter, and never did she ever even give me a look of, oh, this nigga back again.
But she probably went
With
to
a new
next.
jump. With a new jump.
She was loyal to her customers. She never wanted to get her customers
The
away.
cashier was loyal to the girls.
I mean, good for
He
her.
probably ain't tipped. Like you probably was tipping well, and
Nah,
the
probably
dude
didn't tip.
he ain't tipping.
keep
at
it
all.
100. You've been out with me, but I'll always tip like you. I'll always tip my waiters. Like,
I don't be tipping, y'all.
So,
hold on,
that's
stop the
why-
podcast.
Whoa. You
Nigga, what?
like at a restaurant?
You don't tip?
Nah,
I
nah,
hope
nah,
they
nah,
drag
nah,
your
nah,
ass in the
nah.
comments.
100%.
Chill,
Hopefully,
chill.
y'all need to
Drag
get
your
her
ass
because
in the
I'm
comments.
not gonna lie. Too many times when women picking up this tab, they be like they don't tip. I ain't gonna lie. I know, like I know
Wait,
a lot
hold
of girls who don't tip. Like what's going on with that?
Yo, why are you even telling us this? You should have kept this to yourself. Because we had a whole,
with y'all because y'all was talking about tipping, and I'm like,
we had a whole thing we want to talk about relationships. You just threw everything off board because
100%.
fuck you mean you don't tip? So
okay.
so you asked what? So when you get the bill, you be like, what is gratuity? You ask those questions.
Oh, so you just pay the flat
The
rate,
regular-
no extra.
The regular 10% or 18%. I forget what it is.
No. She's saying she don't even pay that.
Nah, yo. Oh my mama, you wild.
I tipped nice. I tipped nice waiters before y'all. However, I'm not a tipper.
You can't. They work based off their tips.
100%.
Like their hourly rate is like $6-7 or something like
now
that.
I got a question. So if you don't tip and you're paying for the date, does he tip at least?
Yeah, he's a big tipper. Like,
No,
he'll
I'm
tip.
saying like,
He'll tip. Yeah, he'll tip.
oh, so you don't tip, but he'll cover the tip for you.
If I paid for the date, he'll be like, nah, let's tip or whatever. Like he'll be the one.
Okay. Shout out Corey because
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you because I low-key don't believe it.
What?
Oh my mama, I don't believe her right now.
Damn, Corey, you lost your shout out this week.
Oh my mama, I don't
Nah,
believe
they
her.
about
'cause
to drag
there's
me.
no way
They
you're
about to
telling
be
me-
like, you bought a $3,000 Montclair.
Montclair?
and
But you
didn't
can't-
tip.
But you can't leave $20.
Yo, hold on. So let's just, if
Nah,
the bill
they
is
about to
$65,
drag me.
what type of tip you leave for a $65 bill?
I don't tip.
Oh, bro, she's wild.
And she's being
doubling
like,
down
you
on
double
the joint.
down. It's
I
just
Like I'm
don't
giving you
tip.
the, I'm giving
And
you the
I'm being
olive
so-
branch.
and it's just like you see in her soul, she really just don't do that.
I ain't gonna. Yo, all right. Let's get back to the question because
Yeah,
I ain't.
we got to because
Yo, they're about to drag me.
Yo, big bro. So you telling me when you go to some of these spots, right? So if you go to, you bring whatever you won't bring. You won't recycle a spot.
I mean, it depends. Like you said, that go to, I can't give up on a go to because if something good, like we gotta pop out. We gotta pop out and do that again. But I'm gonna be honest, if the joint was just alright, probably ain't gonna touch down because what if I see the old shorty there?
Okay, so wait. Let me ask this question then. What's the time span? Because clearly,
That's a good question. That's a good
yeah,
question.
like the cashier at the spot I went to with the guy, like she told me, like, yo, you the fifth girl he brung here this week.
So
This week is crazy.
go ahead. Y'all just get into the first.
No. This week
Like,
might be a little crazy.
this
I'm
week.
gonna be honest with you. So based off that, I mean,
Yeah, hold on one second, Jordan. But even her getting she got a alley you from a bartender or cashier.
and she still
Still
don't
don't
tip.
tip.
Yo.
Yo, can we not?
That's crazy.
Yo,
Yeah, my
they're
fault.
gonna
Go
drag me.
ahead.
Fremont clears for everybody watching.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel bad that he took her back to that spot now.
Low
I
key.
don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
Because yo, I used to be a busboy, bro, and survive off
It's your
tips,
tips, bro. Like
for
that. It's like I
sure.
don't even understand that,
For
Joe.
sure.
But
But yeah, so like recycling that same spot 5 times in a week is crazy. Like,
I ain't never.
the
I ain't
food
did
ain't
nothing
never
like
been
I
that
ain't gonna-
good. The food ain't never been that
I
good.
want to know where it was.
Oh yeah, I mean, she have the class.
Dave and Buster's.
Hey
See,
yo,
nah, she's being nah.
hey yo,
David
my man's
Buster's.
must have loved the wings.
It was
My
the
man, I was
one in
gonna
Long
say,
Island.
He loved the
He
wings,
loved-
bro.
With the
Yo,
bowling, because
bro.
not every Dave and Buster's have like the legit big bowling alley.
Nah, I didn't know that, but okay.
Yeah, it's the one in Long Island that has like the big bowling alley.
Well, recycling David Buster's is crazy.
Nah, for
She
sure.
must hate her job because you was just David Buster's not even special to even be salty that he bringing Jones there.
Facts, because
Nothing.
when you really think about it, she would have to be really
Really, no,
clocking
'cause,
because
yo,
I feel like
especially
they
during
be
football
walking
season,
around. I feel like they
like-
be walking
Nah,
around
we was at it was the cashier for us to
Oh,
pay for bowling.
for bowling only.
Ah,
Okay.
Because like
okay.
that particular Dave and Buster's, like the bowling area is like separate. It's like it's a nice little calm setting or
Right.
whatever, separate from the Dave and Buster's. So she probably see who be in and out of there.
That's
So,
fair.
And
That makes sense.
did that make you happy? The fact that she looked out for you right there.
happy. I wouldn't say happy, but it definitely had me like, oh, that's crazy. Like
No,
I'm
saying
it was
like
embarrassing.
like from her, like from her. Were you happy that she extended that to you?
I feel like certain females have motives, so I feel like she probably looked out on some like, all right, one less girl I could get away, so I could get on him. Like,
You think that's what she was like?
I
You
don't
think
know.
that was her agenda?
Probably some females are like that.
Was was this guy making money like that, or
He's all right.
he did well for himself? I
Yeah,
mean,
he's all right. We worked at the same job at the time, so.
oh, he just saying, that's. Why don't you just say his name?
We
Nah,
don't-
chill.
We-
We not doing all that.
But
We
nah,
we
so
don't do that over on this
I think
side.
to answer your question, Britt, I think it depends on the stage where if the guy is single and he's just in this stage where he's just trying to just want to
Talk
do like
someone.
he's in his heartbreak or whatever phase where he's just wanting down on John. I truly like that's just the stage that you're in. If you're honest, like yo, I'm single, I'm doing whatever. I don't got to tell you that I bring every good. Like, if you ask me, I'm like, yeah, I've come here before. I ain't gonna say it's my go-to spot, but I've been before. You know what I'm saying? But now, if a waitress puts you on a glass like that, where's the manager? On my mom, I'm being the
100%.
Karen.
The manager is
On my mom,
You
I'm
ain't
being
have
the
to say
Karen. 'Cause
nothing,
you ain't got
and now my
none of
service
that is in
is
your
That's
job
what I'm saying. Her
description.
motive she probably
Especially if
wanted
I'm
him.
tipping, like you wildin'.
No, I don't think she wanted him.
Yeah.
If he bringing multiple girls first dates to Dave and Buster's,
Women. Well, it wasn't really like a first date type thing. It was just like we going out to chill. Like,
Oh.
it wasn't- yeah,
But
it wasn't-
that's my thing. So like, I feel like, and if men don't lie, because I feel like men know if certain girls they know it's just gonna be I'm just trying to smash.
Mhm.
Like I'm
Mhm.
just trying to smash. I'm gonna take it to my
Mhm.
go-to spot where I take women for happy
Every-
hour or whatever.
yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing like if you're being keeping it
Mhm.
100, there's nothing wrong
yeah,
with
this
that.
was a
No,
situation.
that's what I'm saying,
So
like,
I'm
yeah,
not taking
exactly.
It
So
anyway.
if it's
Like,
if it's something like that where it's like but now if you have the same first date and some men do like
Mhm.
like you saw with the game was like DMing women with the same F3 like that.
deadline and-
Which
yeah.
I ain't gonna say is corny because sometimes the corny stuff works for whoever, you know what I'm saying? But if you have a certain go-to play, I don't gotta be fucking Romeo every single girl I mess with. And odds are most guys are not Rico Suave. Like
That is true.
For
like
sure.
that's you feel what I'm saying? So if I find a spot like new old social bar, like social lounge, whatever. I'm like, yo, it's a nice intimate setting. DJs be usually on popping, whatever. The hookah's busting, drinks a little pricey, but whatever. And it's a bar, so there's no real food. It has like nothing but finger food.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I like it, because it's like a spot where you just drink and do the hookah and have the conversation. Which I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're single or whatever. Now, if you're trying to take a certain girl serious and you bring multiple girls to that spot, I still don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because
Nah, but
like,
that's what I was going to ask.
Makes that
Like,
her spot though.
yeah, so like, what if it was like your girl? Like legit, she was your girl for like, let's say a year.
So
2
legit
years.
your girl,
Like
yeah.
she was legit your girl. Would you feel comfortable bringing down, let's say, like, just like, one of them joints, like you said, you just trying to slide on?
So if it's legit your girl, I'll say you pushing it. But now the reason I say that is because how comfortable with you would being uncomfortable if she walks in.
That's
Because
true.
odds are most girls, if this their spot, is because they go there with their girlfriends. Usually. Or now if a guy introduced them to the spot and they won't tell you, hey, a guy introduced me to the spot, I brought you to this spot, whatever.
Damn sure not gonna say
She not. That's what I'm saying. She's gonna keep that to herself.
Mhm.
That's you feel what I'm saying. So, and if she happens to walk in with a guy, you gotta take it on the chin. So, just how comfortable are you with being uncomfortable to
I'm
to
gonna
see
be honest
her
with you. You know
across
what's
the
my
bar?
response to that? If I pulled up with a John and she pulled in with a guy, I'm petty enough to be like, yo, let me go send a drink.
Nah, that's
I'll send a drink.
He's trying to be toxic.
I'll
He's
send a
trying
drink.
to be toxic.
I'll be-
Why
I'll
would
send
you do that?
What you mean?
Why would you do that?
Just to do it.
You want to send a
I'ma
drink?
This
send
is
a
the guy who
drink.
says you won't be friends with
No,
X
no,
on
no.
Instagram.
But that's the thing. I'm gonna send a drink for both
Why
of them.
you sending
I'ma
a drink?
send a drink for
though?
both
Niggas
of
trying to get in fights at the
Yo,
bar.
send a drink
bro.
for both of
That
them.
would be crazy.
Nah, you
What's
wild.
crazy about that?
Why are you sending a drink?
We already in the same spot. Stuff is already uncomfortable.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah,
Come
like,
on, bro.
y'all could be
Be
on
an
one
adult.
side of the
Yeah,
spot
like I
and-
didn't even.
Yeah, like paying each other no mind.
Yeah, and let's be honest. I feel like if I know I'm bringing, if I book up with Shorty, and this was her spot, she told me, "Oh, I love this spot, whatever," and I'm in that spot. Mentally, it's already gonna be in your head. Don't let such and such walk in. So now I'm asking for the seat at the table where I can see the door. I want to make sure I can see when this John walk in. I'm gonna be all right. This how I'm gonna play this
That's
off.
true.
I'm gonna have to rush the bill, whatever X, Y, and Z. Now, God forbid she walk in with some John, with some dude, and I'm like, all right. Like dudes know if nigga walk in, he like, all right, this.
Yeah.
She might have leveled up on me. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right, this
Nah, but I feel
it's
like,
tight wild in this
I
John.
feel like if I did some shit like that, like she introduced me to the spot, I'm only gonna show up there if the food was amazing and it's like something I'll be like, yo, I really can't live without this. And I'm probably not gonna bring a girl there. I'm gonna just pull up on the dolly because if that's one of her spots, that's really one of her spots. Like you said, you run the risk of running into her. So I might just smooth in real quick, grab me what I need to eat, and then dip off.
So,
But I'm gonna be honest, if she did pull up, I would still send that drink.
Brittany, you're the female on the show. If you on a date and your ex is in that spot with another John or bottoms and he sends a drink,
Tell him Corey punch him in.
I feel like that's what I feel like.
Tell him Corey punch him
I ain't
in.
gonna hold you. I feel like that's because like now, like you put in the
playing
new
with
guy
it.
in
Yeah.
a weird position to now. Because in my perspective, if I was to see that, I'm thinking, all right, this
He
nigga's
playing
either
with my
this nigga
man.
might be a stalker, one because he can't take no for an answer. Because your girl's gonna say, yo, this is my spot. Like I found this spot for
Not
him.
even
But
that.
if I was there first,
No,
How am I
it doesn't
stalking?
matter
It's
because
just also I'm like, why you sending a drink?
then you
like,
sending the drink. Now you
minding
trying
our
to
business,
you now
like,
you in our
playing
business.
with us.
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
Like
Why
you thinking
playing?
shit sweet because that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
mean, I've been labeled toxic on this spot before.
Yo.
I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all see what type of time he on.
I'm trolling. I'm not
So
toxic.
speaking of toxic niggas, we even been into the city said what segment because A1 Toxic almost lost his life, bro. It was almost put him on a t-shirt.
Damn.
Offset shot in Miami, Fort Lauderdale at the Hard Rock. I've been to the Hard Rock out there. Phenomenal hotel, by the way. Shout out to the Hard Rock. Brittany, how are you feeling about this, man? I don't have to ask the question because let's just talk about. Let's
All right,
just get
talk
into
about
it.
So, first of all, TJ gangsta, little TJ.
You know where TJ's from?
Where he from?
He's from. He's part of the Slaughtery gang. 183.
You from the Bronx?
I mean, 183 Slaughtery is
Yeah.
that's
They
yeah.
give
Bro.
Oh, okay.
yeah. They about it.
You know.
But once I talk about him, we not claiming. Go ahead.
Oh, for real?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about him. Obviously, shout out to Brooklyn. He got a song with Pop Smoke. So, you know. But yo, he was talking crazy. Like,
I'm the king of New York.
yeah,
Mellow.
like
I'm sorry,
he,
I was saying- once I hear- once I
but he
hear-
said that Offset basically I seen a interview with
Academics.
Yeah, he was like Offset asked him for borrow 10K or
Mhm.
whatever. I didn't even know Offset had a gambling problem. Like this was this
So
a
there's-
known
I'm gonna be
there's-
thing?
honest.
there's a lot to
Before this
this-
week, I really ain't know that
Nah,
either.
so there's a lot to unravel in this whole conversation that we're getting into, but give
Okay.
your first
Yeah.
thoughts about
So
it.
anywho, like he came out talking crazy or whatever like that. I don't think it's over. However, Offset just he got to chill out. I think that's why he wanted that money from Cardi B. He wanted to get that divorce and all that stuff like that because he clearly
Touch on it, but touch on this.
he
Touch on it.
clearly owes some money. Like
Talk about it. How
I
much the
didn't know-
academics say he owed?
yeah, he like this is his known spot. Like he always go
They
there.
said he owed
He owed
Hard Rock apparently
yeah.
800K,
yeah, he
yeah.
owed mad money, and I'm like,
and asked for an additional 500K credit line through the text messages.
oh, he's wilding.
So, go ahead. You want to go first, or you want me to
Yeah, I'll go into it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. First off, Offset crazy. But for everybody to know where you frequently go to, it's crazy for you to say to somebody that you owe money, come get it back in blood. Because they definitely try to slide on you. Remember I said the 2-step? They tried the 2-step and slide on him because
and we may talk about this last week about owing people money.
Owing
But we
people money.
talked about this last week on the
owing
pod. Like this,
people
you,
money.
Yeah.
when
Now,
I
this
see you
might-
on the
this might be
gram
a
or
little
see you in the
different.
casino, it's not different, bro. Like the people, just like I'm gonna let you go, but just real quick, like at some point when you owe someone money, and then now, for TJ's perspective, TJ's like, yo, you're supposed to be a such and such rapper, and I get it. There could be a time because even I've been to certain places where I had to take out $200 in cash, but the ATM is not letting me take out whatever. They might have 100.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, bro, lend me whatever, I'll Zelle you whatever, and it's the money, the exchange is
Yeah.
like right back. 10K, I'm not sitting on 10K liquid, right? So here's the thing. So TJ is the little bro to Offset. In his
Right.
mind, he's like, Offset
Yeah.
is asking for 10K. Maybe the ATM is fucked up, whatever. I know he got it.
I know he got it.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
for
yeah,
sure.
it's you
I
know what I'm
got you,
saying?
little
And
bro.
then is that
Big
exactly? And
bro.
that's what Offset called him. He called him like a little bro. So so that's the thing. If you know someone's a little bro and you know they don't have it, you know they're gonna do whatever to get it back.
Yeah.
Like that. Like you hear what I'm saying?
I mean,
and so now, hold on, bro.
I feel like
Hold on. Because now, if you owe someone the money, right? If you owe him money and you tell someone get it back in blood, in my mind, because now TJ went to start to post don't borrow money from Offset, blah blah blah. So now, off the strength of that, Offset's probably like, I'm definitely not paying you back. Because now you're trying to embarrass me. So now, yeah, you gotta get it back in blood.
But I feel like the little bro is not really like, if me and you bros, but you like 5 years younger than me, and I'd be like little bro, it might be a little bit different because I'm saying like based off our relationship. I feel like Offset little bro is more like I'm trying to little bro you like
he's
you
trying to son him.
yeah son him like yo come get this joint if you really try and get active
Offset
type
like
shit.
that?
I mean,
He-
so
and
and shout out to
he's
Offset,
been known to be
fight.
like
Yeah,
that.
he's been
Yeah,
known
he's
every
been known to
situation
be
he's
like
been in.
that.
He's fought. I'm not gonna.
Mhm.
He's like in situations he had that joint in Atlanta in the strip club. He was throwing punches like he.
Even this one,
Yeah,
he was
like
getting
he was
jumped.
fighting, he was getting jumped.
He was getting jumped, and then he found the opportunity. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, we gonna talk about little TJ because Offset was getting jumped. He found the opportunity to single you out, and he was putting the paws on you.
Oh, I didn't
Which
know
is-
this was a clip. Like it was a
So
clip.
this
they
is
got
just
like
a-
the video footage,
Yeah, video footage.
and they
Okay.
said Offset
What's-
was putting the paws on him. So then that's when
his man went and
mans
got the gun and
grabbed the
shot him.
Thule and shot him.
So
And then Lil TJ even ended up getting knocked out by one of Offset fans.
Oh.
Which is the crazy thing. So like he didn't get arrested for like the whole gun tote and stuff.
Right.
He got arrested for like disorderly
disorderly
conduct.
conduct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
getting-
being there and
For
fighting
getting,
and
for
stuff.
getting knocked out.
So
Getting knocked
for
out
getting
is
knocked out.
crazy.
Which is why I said, like, you know, it's still big DX, but like, yo, you looking a little for you to be
I think
going and pumping the way you was pumping, like as if you really was getting active, but you
Okay.
didn't.
I mean, I see it in a slightly different way because I feel like there's so many layers to this story essentially because what's the security risk like Jordan was saying to go to the same casino all the time.
Yeah,
And so when
that's
you talk about this, people gambling addiction is a real thing. Like we know people that off the fan do got hit the parlay. Like you're chasing your losses. And when you looked at those messages between Offset and the person who it seemed like was the person who lent him the money through the casino, the middleman that gave him like the clearance to get the money, you can see he's chasing his losses. And like you said, that's why he wanted so much money from Cardi B or whatever the case may be. So, but if you have this gambling addiction, which at this point I think it's well known that you do have it, and you're a regular dude from the hood, like most people from the hood have gambling addictions. You're sitting there rolling dice. That is an addiction.
No, for
You
sure.
want that. That is an addiction to get the quick and fast money.
The card
So
games, all that.
all
Yeah.
spades, all that
Mhm.
is an addiction. I grew up in a family like everybody plays spades. Like it's that
play
is the
spades,
thing. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So when you look at it like that, and you take it from that perspective, and now you want to add the layer of he's a rapper, he's supposed to have it. Lil TJ is at one point people love to shit on Offset. He is part of probably the Migos is in my opinion a top 5 rap group all time. They are so influential
Yeah, a
in
lot of
hip
people
hop.
would say that.
They
Okay,
are
yeah.
they have
Yeah.
especially from the South.
But Offset
Mhm.
by himself is talented.
Oh no,
for
no,
sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Like his
Yeah.
last album is I forgot the name of it, but his last album was solid.
Yeah,
You
like
know what I'm
he's
saying?
talented
So
by himself.
he's so from TJ's perspective, I understand the anger if you're
Mhm,
not
mhm.
getting paid, and he- everybody knows he goes to this casino.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you look at it that way, and this also makes me now we bring Cardi into it of yo, bro, there's the way she was just I think embarrassed in the sense of the cheating, and now you're dealing with a nigga that got a gambling addiction. This is a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Not to put her business in it, but that's a
Mhm.
lot. So now you have this situation where I feel like TJ put himself in the spot to because if you only go to that casino to cause the problem, right?
Yeah,
You're
which is what he
going
did,
there
100%.
you're looking for the problem.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
because Offset walks around with no security, he's by himself.
Every time.
Yeah, this is what the
Yeah,
report
like,
say. Like when he goes in there,
supposedly
he's by himself.
They said Lil TJ was waiting outside for him with his boys
Oh, so he already
in the
knew
truck.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was
he
the,
was
the
like,
plan
yo.
was to like, yo, get my
Mhm.
money or whatever.
But don't Offset live in Atlanta?
He may live in Atlanta, but this is what I'm saying. Like this
He
is his
just-
hotel that the casino he goes to because he has
I
the line
believe
of
they got
credit.
a house they got a house down there too.
They
I'm
got a
pretty
house
sure he
in
might have his own
Florida.
house out there, like
Okay.
it, you know.
Mm.
So when you're out there and everybody knows that's where you go. Now it's of course a security problem because now everybody knows this is where you go. And now, shout out to Offset, he did fight, but now I'm
Stop.
right because now it's a situation where, bro, if you was to even get a ruler, getting shot in your ass, that's like if, from
That's the
someone's
thing.
ass
But
to
it was
back.
his leg.
Nah, he didn't even get shot in the ass.
It was-
So the original thoughts was he got shot in the ass, but when it came out and they saw the video, he actually got shot in his hip,
But this is
like right on his waistband.
so that you get shot in your torso 9 out of 10 times. You know what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
is like it, this story should be this is just a report and we can sit here and laugh, but he was arguably a foot to 6 inches away from losing his life
No, 100%.
over 10 bands, and which is what rappers put hits on people for less. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
it's just I think when you look at the situation, it's really is it's unfortunate, and like I said, but the affiliation that TJ has with the game, I think obviously plays a part into it. But he's also a dude that constantly makes these decisions where he had met the beef with a boogie and now this. So, but this isn't his fault because, like again, if I'm little TJ and Offset's asking me for money in the
He's
casino,
like, yo, I got you, big bro. Like,
then, like you would assume,
Yeah.
you would assume he's gonna
Yeah.
pay you right back.
For sure, especially because like I don't think nobody feels like Offset don't got it. You know what I'm saying? Even that big debt he got with the casino, I don't feel like is they assuming like yo he don't got it.
Mhm.
This man got hit records. His
Yeah.
wife got hit records.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like the money should be in rotation. You still getting paid for.
They
Migos
said he had
music.
access to the jet from the casino. Like they was like
Oh,
taking
he
care of him
was
because
in
he
there
spent
like
so much
that.
money. So it's like so it's like these casinos begin to look out
Oh.
for you because they know you're spending the money right back.
they sponsor.
But then but this is the thing, like if you're chasing the losses. Like the
Mhm.
dude got sent the text he owes 800,000, and then the guy for the casino responded, "Do you want to know how much you owe the casino?" Offset replies, "Yes." He says 800,000. The guy Offset then replies, "Okay, I need 500K ASAP." Like or 300K, one of those. Like the dude clearly has the addiction. You know what I'm saying? So he's
Yeah.
chasing his losses,
Mhm.
and at this point, it makes it no better chasing your losses in the casino. You probably already twisted because you're upset you're losing. So all these factor into now the boys is outside ready to put the pause on you. This situation, in my opinion, should have ended with him on the t-shirt. Like the way
or it could have.
it could have, yeah. Like the way, like the way the way it was set up, the way it was set up. Like they went there a lot. They could say they went there to put pause on, but they had the gun. So
Yeah.
that you know
so
what
they
I'm
was
saying?
ready for anything.
For sure. But I also look at it like yo, the hotel probably was like opportunistic here too, because there was no reports before that he owed this money. But since the whole thing happened with little TJ now about the money,
Now
that they
coming
like
out.
yo, let's come out with he owe us this too, so we could try to get our bread back right away.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but
No,
it's a
I
business.
don't think
like,
so either. But I'm just saying like y'all ain't have a problem when y'all was giving him the private jet and stuff.
I mean, they probably did, but they probably handled it in house because they didn't want to give him the $300 line of credit.
And then you don't know how it looked for the hotel now that they just had a whole kind of shootout or like.
Yeah, this is like
so,
bad for business, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is, you know what I'm
it
saying?
looked crazy.
Right. So we're gonna shift over to we're gonna talk about a segment because addicts continue on to carry this episode. I don't know if you saw this documentary, Jordan, the Lamar Odom documentary on Netflix.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw some of the documentary, but I know Lamar Odom history. Just based off the knowledge. So yeah. So I guess like Britt, you started off with what you know about the doc.
Give us the tea.
So shout outs to the Kardashians.
I'm gonna toss on that, but go ahead.
I love the Kardashians. I feel like the men that they date loves fame. Like people be making it seem like it's the Kardashians, but I really feel like it's the men that attracts them or are attracted to them, if that makes sense. But anywho, Lamar Odom, like that man, he had like 6 strokes and like
11 heart attacks.
Yeah, 11 heart attacks, and it was sad to
that
like
crack.
No, seriously, like it was sad to. You know what I want to? I really want to say, like, I feel like a lot of people thought like he did all that because of the Kardashians, or he was with a Kardashian, and you could clearly see that it wasn't because he was with a Kardashian. Like, I think my angle with this is taken up for the Kardashians a little bit, not really like Lamar Odom, because I feel like they be getting bashed so bad or whatever. And now that he's coming out with this documentary, and he also did like TMZ or somebody caught him walking through the airport, and he was just like, he's really sorry to Khloe and stuff like that. Like, I think that like him telling his truth, like relieves them. Everybody gonna hate them still. Well, not everybody, but certain people. A lot of people hate them or whatever the case may be. But it just shows that like certain people, they hide their truth for a long time because it makes them. It doesn't expose them to what's really the issue. And then, now he's living in his truth. And I'm proud of him, and I'm proud that I hope that he's better and he's healing. However, I don't have much to say on him or the doc. Like, the doc was really good. I felt like it ended kind of weird. Like,
I feel like
question, though. My fault. But question. So, you said about, like, you feel like, we know it's Lamar Odom. He's a grown-ass man. So, all his decisions is his decisions. We can't blame the Kardashians for his decision.
Right.
But do you feel like some of these men that they tend to date end up crashing out or go towards that route because it's an excess amount of fame that they probably wasn't getting before? So, like, they're exploited a little bit more, especially with the Kardashians. We know they like to exploit certain things for money.
But I feel like they go to the women for that exact reason, though. If we look at Ray J, right? Now, we all know Ray J is like a crazy, like he a hot boy or whatever. He was like that before Kim, and look at him now after Kim. Like he's still. So I feel like they want to experience what that fame is like. Like I feel like people see the money, the different things, like how they live. Like everybody watched some part of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's like
never in my life.
You never watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Okay.
But I mean, don't you think Ray J also was used? Because like
you think Kim used him?
Yeah, he was the launching point for Kim to ascend.
So what about Kanye?
I feel like she used Kanye too.
All right, let's get back on track with the doc. Let's get back on the doc because yeah, lost me. So just to piggyback, the doc was crazy. That's just the doc Jordan, bro. So we all knew about. Well, not we. I thought he just had a cocaine problem. I never knew he had an actual drug problem. Like I didn't know he was doing like crack. Like I had
crack.
I had no idea. Like legit. So
Joey crack.
Facts. So so I watched this John like a few days ago. It was late at night. I was doing some writing. I was like, I'm a little tired from doing the screenwriting, John. I was like, let me put something on. I was like, oh, that Lamar Odom, John. Like I'm thinking it's like the Ventures 30 for 30 story. So like, oh, I'll put this on until I fall asleep. So as I'm watching it, and I kept seeing Khloe, I'm like, wait, she's actually like she's as much you see Lamar, you see Khloe in the pod in the doc. So and like I said, I didn't watch them go. Like I forgot they even have a reality TV show. So I always thought their marriage was a fix because They got married after 30 days, whatever. And so as I'm watching the story unfold and I'm watching her talk, yo, I don't want she did save his life. Like I had no idea she was in the trenches with this
Shout
man.
outs to Khloe.
Like she was like full-fledged in the trenches with this man. This man is disappearing left and right to go have orgies with women, and you got women calling her phone saying, "I'm with your husband. He's passed out. Come save him." And Chloe's going to one. And I get it because she was also 24, so she was extremely young. The mistakes I made between 18 and 25, or it's astronomical to the mistakes I'm making at my age now. So
Shout out to maturity.
I get that, but then also no, because as I was having this conversation with one of my coworkers, I'm like, I can only imagine the trauma that puts on you at that age to never have a successful relationship after. And because now look, after that she messed with Tristan Thompson, and then my coworker was telling me, right,
it was somebody before Tristan.
French Montana, yeah. But my coworker was telling me that even Tristan Thompson has like a brother who is like severely disabled, and she's taking care of. She took him in, and she takes care of him now.
After the mom died.
Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I of course had an enormous amount of respect for her, but I lost so much respect for Lamar. So, and if you know, I don't want to say we all know and assume because we're black, but we all have come in contact with drug addicts in our family, So as I'm watching this and I think about the ones that's in my family, I think about how, this guy, there is the reason why people say money is the root of all evil, because this guy had it all and was still, the addiction is a real thing. Because when you look at that, then I've never in my fucking life heard the nigga OD'd off the reloads, the rhino pills.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I didn't know that's how that happened.
If they had their own separate show outside of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like Khloe and Lamar or something like that, a little of that was shown in there.
That's what my coworker was saying. Like there was a guy from Queens that would always come, and that was like the drug dealer.
Yeah. And Khloe, she didn't know. Like she just,
how would you? She's a fucking girl from fucking Beverly Hills or whatever.
She didn't know different things, so she was always 10 toes down for him. And like something you said is even what Corey said. Corey's like, yo, he has mad respect for Khloe now. Like he didn't know.
Because I like that. Bro, that's so like.
Yeah.
For even the simple fact of the dude OD'd off the that's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He OD'd off the rhino pills, the reload pills. She already filed the divorce, but then she stopped her whole life for that was like 6 months.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the reason why I feel like she should definitely get some praise is because while all of this situation is going on, he's also embarrassing her out in public.
Like at this point, he's in a coma.
I'm not even talking about like the coma situation.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like he's doing interviews talking about some like, oh, like she smelled like earring bags, like just a whole.
I know he was talking bad about her, but I didn't know he was.
Yeah, he said she smelled like earring bags. Like he was just disrespecting her out in public. But around this time, the same time, she's still holding it down for him. Because like with Lamar, he was never really good at managing his money. You want to talk about entourages? At one point, he was paying for, I believe it was like 37 people's cell phones. And imagine a plan with like 37 people on it.
Yeah, like his father did drugs too and stuff. I think
his
father died before,
yeah, but then
him, right?
but his father went to the hospital. At one point when he was on life support, the father was like, "Yo, pull the plug," because he wanted the life insurance policy. And then that's when Khloe was like, "I'm still married to him." Like, nah, you get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah,
you would have been the mother been over. So and this is why I say I lost the respect for him too, because when you watch the documentary and now even post doc, he's doing interviews. And he's saying, "Nah, I'm more thank that God don't save me." Like, no, bro. Like
Khloe saved.
Because even when she got him out,
he do give her some shine now.
Nah, not enough. Not enough.
Probably
bro.
not enough. But
not
the
enough.
one that
bro.
I just seen when he was like walking through the airport or something,
bro.
he was just like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, like not enough.
Yeah, like he was mad nonchalant. Like,
I'm not a fan of domestic violence, but what she did was warranted. When she saved him and brought him back, got that guy in the crib and to try and give him back to strength. And she walks in the house and smells the crack and sees he's getting cracked. She punched him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Bro, like how I would, on my mama, I would lose my mind if someone was to do that joint.
Yeah.
So this is why I wanted to talk about this situation, because now I wanted to ask you, Brittany, like how much can you stand in the relationship before you have to walk away?
Honestly, I would hold it down like Khloe, but I think that time where she found him, like when he was recovering and stuff like that, after the coma and different things like that, and then I see you doing crack again, I think after that it's gonna hurt me like hell because love, like
Mhm.
you don't want nothing bad to happen to someone that you love. But after I seen that, it would just have to been I'm done. I
That was
can't do
like
this.
the
Yeah,
tipping point.
like I can't do this no more. Like you clearly don't love yourself no more. Like you clearly, and it's like females are still gonna hurt. Females are still gonna try to want to help or be concerned. But like I think for me personally, like that would have been my I'm done. Like I can't do this no more.
I mean, I don't really necessarily think that's a female thing because the type of person I am, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd probably be like, damn, I'll be complaining to y'all like as my friends, like, yo, I don't want to do it, but you'll
You
still see
still
me
doing
pulling
it,
up
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like just whatever I could do because
Mhm.
like when you find somebody that you've loved, even if you're not
Mhm.
like in love with them anymore,
Yeah.
and but you ever love them,
Mhm.
there's like most of the time there's no bounds that you would go to see and make sure that person is not like
So
doing
you would
bad.
never have a breaking point, like, and it related to the same situation. You mess with a female, she's in and out
On
of
the drugs and
rehabbing.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it would tug too much at my heart to where I
Mhm.
probably would still be looking out.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest. I
Jalen?
mean, you
So mind my reaction, y'all. I'm sorry.
y'all know me, man.
But,
On the pod, I stand on what I say.
bro,
I
I'm not
stand on my
saying-
business, man.
I'm not saying that the wrong. I think so. Like I said, mistakes I make at 18 to 25 is different as a 31-year-old man. So I think, especially in my line of work, I would see these signs early on. So I won't even get to this point of where I'm in this too deep like that. I won't even. I know that wouldn't be my position. But I do want to say that I could understand if my boy was to like in our line of work, we're easier to kind of pick up on certain things. You know what I'm saying? But if someone who's like in a fucking accountant and doesn't know, you know what I'm saying? I think it's different. And then at that point, the toll that must take on someone, that burden of feeling like, why can I help him? And I'm pretty sure that's what Khloe must have went through. And all people, like not just her,
Right.
but anybody who deals with someone who's an addict. It's why isn't my love good enough to help you see how much you're worth, right? You know, so I think there's so much to unpack, and that's why I was so like, I don't want to say amazed by the doc, but I was just so like I had this whole, I guess you'd say, idea of who I thought they were.
Mhm.
I say they, I mean the Kardashians, and to an
Okay.
extent, I still like have an idea because I again we don't know them, right?
Yeah, right.
But
I
I
agree.
just feel like the social media era is something that they were able to orchestrate and play so well above everybody else because they play with it so well,
Right.
But in this situation, you can't. Bro, the definition of a rider is her trap queen, whatever you want to call Khloe. That's what she
Yeah.
that is like I legit put this shit on to go to sleep to and
you
was
stayed
wide
up.
awake within 30 minutes. Like wide awake. I was like, yo, but and because even when you watch it, and then they also had to ask because they put his kids on there.
Yeah.
And you see what when he won he won the
They didn't bring his
they
kids.
didn't
on
bring
the
his kids because he was too
parade
fucking hot.
and-
Even like that is
Mhm.
like, and you see now he's trying to get the relationship back with his kids, but then
Mhm.
the nigga's also delusional because he sits there and says, I want to be a coach.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna be a coach again. There's no way you're gonna. There's
Did you see
no
how,
way.
I mean,
like,
There's
I
no
would-
way
I don't
somebody's
wanna
touching
say
that guy.
I don't want to say that it's like no way, just because I feel like people do have redemption arcs. People do have redemption arcs, and people do have redemption
I think
stories.
for him,
But everyone's second chance isn't meant to be at the pinnacle. And I think at some point you burnt so many bridges to where
Mhm.
people are always going to see you as, again, coach high school, maybe college, yeah. But NBA, nobody's touching you to do
But
that. Bro.
that's what I'm saying. But it might be a flight risk, but I can't definitively say that it's impossible for him. to
I
reach
can.
it.
I can. Jalen's like, no.
Like the guy,
no.
and if you was to ask me, I would still say he's probably still using to an
Yeah.
extent.
You could tell that something still like.
But that recovering from 12 strokes is that could be a lifelong
true.
recovery.
That's
Like that's
true.
not,
So-
you know what I'm saying. But I think that to even see, this is the problem, bro. And no disrespect to Queens because we were in Queens now. No disrespect to Queens,
Mhm.
but this is also a New York City nigga thing too. Some dudes, people don't understand, and I'm not a hater, but when some guys could get a woman that looks better than them because they have the gift of gab, that is the thing. But I think Lamar has always been so charismatic that he's still trying to convince himself there are certain doors he can still walk through because he has the gift of gab. But at some point, people see through the bullshit that you're spewing or that you're about because, again, you were, if you ask me, one of the greatest six-man players in the NBA history. There's no ifs. The talent speaks for itself. You won a championship. All that speaks for itself. But now when you talk about the character, when you're a coach or someone who's behind the scenes, your character is more impressive more important than your resume. You know what I'm saying? So if the character, if Lamar Odom was to say he's the head coach of your son's league, you're gonna let Lamar?
No.
Come on,
No,
bro.
no,
What are you talking about?
But this is what I'm saying though. Everybody can have a redemption arc. Look at Robert Downey Jr. The same thing you're saying about Lamar. Everyone, like, he was blackballed in the industry,
100%.
everything,
100%.
and now he's pinnacle when it comes to
100%.
and he's like an advocate for actors and everything,
100%.
making sure everybody gets paid. I would say that's comparable. I would say that's comparable to being a coach in the NBA.
But I think I see the Robert Downey Jr. story. I think he's the exception more than the rule. And what I mean by
that's what I'm saying. It's just not impossible.
It's not. But
do you think Lamar could do that? Lamar
But
Odom?
this is what I'm saying, because the character, but he's someone who chased the fame.
But I'm saying if he's committed to it, it's a possibility. If he's committed to it, it's a possibility. I'm just saying, we can't put him in a box. We can't limit what he could do.
All right. Well, let's move on to another person who was part of the Kardashian family, and that's, for some reason, Jordan's GOAT, who was recently, as of 2 days ago, Wildest Festival in England.
They did my boy dirty.
What did your boy do?
Hold on. Hold on. There's a lot to unpack here. We're already 40 minutes in. This might be the longest segment, y'all. So get your popcorn and let y'all know now.
Yo.
So hold on. Let me frame it. Let me frame this for you. How do you feel about Kanye West being banned from Wireless Festival in London, Jordan?
First off, it's some bullshit. God damn, it's some bullshit. And the reason why I'm gonna say it's some bullshit is because, politics is definitely playing its part in this situation. Because the same people that was like, oh yeah, we don't want to do the sponsorship no more, they the ones who signed off on him being the artist in the first place. They was the main people like, yeah, let's bring Kanye in. He gonna be the headliner. Like, yo, this man just went crazy and so far sold over 400.
So, Brittany, what he's referring to, not to cut you off, Pepsi did the director of the Wildest Festival did say Pepsi did sign off on Kanye performing.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, because they saw what he did in SoFi, over $400 million in ticket sales. We talking about just 3 days.
I seen that.
3 days. So Pepsi was looking at that like, oh yeah, we gonna get that money. And then I don't know what happened behind the scenes to make it funny money now, to be like, oh, now we don't want him to perform. And then now multiple sponsors is pulling out. But it's like, yo, y'all got England to ban the man from the country?
Well, so
is this like forever?
No, so
I don't know
they
if it's
didn't
forever,
specify, but here's my thing. There's nothing wrong with taking a stand. And we could talk about Kanye West allegedly, I don't even say allegedly, potential mental health disorders that he has. But here's my thing, and this is why I have no problem with what they did. This goes back to what we talked about a few episodes ago, where it's okay to treat people differently after you get information. This is someone you talk about Kanye West. Numerous Nazi stands were taken by Kanye West. Right or wrong. Okay. He's going to Europe. They want nothing to do with Hitler. Numerous Nazi things. He's done the Ku Klux whole outfit. He was there. He was there. The Trump thing. This is what I'm saying. So he's done all these things where and I think Jordan is in a different space as I am as a black man. He's in a position where he always wants to give Kanye grace. I think at some point the accountability factor has to take charge, and the excuse can't be, oh, my mom this, oh, my mom that. Because the same way you want to give grace to Lamar Odom, you have to hold Kanye accountable and say, yo, bro, you've done so much fucked up shit. We don't want you here. Regardless of what you think Pepsi said, or even if they did agree, we do not want you here. And you can say politics played the factor into it. That's okay. We don't want you here. And I'm perfectly okay with them saying that, because not for nothing, if we didn't have this podcast, I would never listen to the Bully album. I only listened to it because we had the fucking podcast. Like, I'm not the biggest Kanye supporter. And why I get so upset is because, yo, bro, I'm not going to speak. My last name means to me more than anything. So I'm not going to put here and say, yo, give Kanye. He's shown you time and time again. You could say not right in the head, but his stance, he is all for himself. He put out a bullshit apology. And the reason why I get so upset, because if you would have did this, you already dropped the album, bro. So this was already planned to do this. If you would have did this apology before you did the album, maybe 2 years ago, I'm working on myself. I've said some fucked up things, this, and that. All right. I think it would have been a smoother transition. You put out a bullshit apology and then sit here and say, oh, I'm here for Kanye. I'm here for everything. I don't want to promote hate. Bullshit.
He apologized before that.
Well, it was bullshit.
And now, But that's the thing. It might have been bullshit to you. You might not
can't
agree
say-
with the
you
stance.
can't-
But what I'm saying to you is, right? So you feel like as if I'm trying to give Kanye grace. I'm not trying to give Kanye grace at all. What I'm saying to you is the same way you said that it's been out there already, all of these videos and all the antics that he's already pulled. Pepsi and all those other sponsors knew that before they signed on for him to go there. They knew all that information before that. And they weren't trying to stand on no business, or they weren't trying to lead it to, oh yeah, because he did this, that's why we doing it. No.
But the way Pepsi could spin it is, this person of the director.
Spinning it
hold
ain't
on.
real shit, though.
It don't have to be. They don't. This is what Kanye doesn't deserve to even benefit.
I'm not saying he deserve it.
But he don't even deserve they trying political. It don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they agree to something, then renege. Yeah, because it could easily be they thought, oh, it should be a good idea. And somebody said, wait, you want to pull who to perform? You want who the headline? Oh, nah, we're not doing that. Like, we don't know the dynamic, the chain of command at Pepsi. It could have easily been like, yo, wait, hold on. You want who to perform? You can't say that because everybody.
No, what I'm saying is we all know who it is in the sense of, right, when it comes to certain topics, they can pull whoever they want. But in the reverse side, if somebody is champion N-word this, N-word that, N-word this, N-word that, they don't ever get pulled from no headlines.
That's not true, bro.
They don't get pulled from no headlines, bro.
That's not true, bro.
They don't get pulled from no headlines, bro.
Is it safe to say that you don't separate Kanye the person from his music like you just?
No, I definitely do separate.
So do you
the
see
music
like
from
the things that
No,
Jalen is saying?
100%. Because I'm still on the same stance for when it comes to R. Kelly, it's fuck R. Kelly. I don't listen to R. Kelly.
Is it?
I don't. It's fuck R. Kelly. I don't listen to him no more. I don't support his music.
I listen to R. Kelly.
You might do that, but I'm just saying, if when it comes to separating the music or the artist from the person, I think to me it comes down to don't get me wrong, even being prejudice against groups and stuff like that, I don't agree with it. But there's a difference between that and fucking touching kids or some shit like that.
So I'm gonna just touch on this real quick because we're not talking about R. Kelly. However, I agree with you, right? What R. Kelly did, however, someone has to put blame on the parents too. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's a whole nother topic. But it has to be I'm not sending my 15-year-old daughter in a hotel room with R. Kelly.
No, that's true. That's true.
Come on now. And then honestly, when the money stopped, that's when everybody started saying something. And we see that all the time. But back to Kanye, I feel like that's your GOAT. So you're not kind of you see what he does is wrong, but at the same time it's just like, nah, that's Kanye.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not my stance at all. Because I don't agree with the shit he's doing off.
But you just feel like people are treating him crazy.
No, I don't even think it's people treating him crazy. What I'm saying to you is the reason why I say that's bullshit is only because you made these decisions to stand on something, and then now you reneging because of optics that you already knew was gonna be out there.
But I agree with Jalen where it could be like, all right, say we out there, we get viral, right? And now we got other people, producing, and we're like, I don't know, this is some crazy stuff. Diddy just got out of jail. We want him on the pod as a special guest, right? And it could be one person that's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. We got that. We lined it.
That's what I think it was with
and
Pepsi.
Then somebody else was like, y'all went who?
That's what I think happened at Pepsi. I think that the people who the festival got in contact with in Europe was like, yo, all right. And then somebody went up the chain like, are you out your fucking mind? We're not having him.
But that's the thing. It was already came down from the top of the chain.
You don't know that, bro.
If you listen to the guy's interview,
that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
I mean, who gonna know better than him?
But he doesn't have a choice but to say that.
They didn't release no statement saying that what he said was.
They don't have to.
But that's usually what they do. If you lying on me and you want to defame me, they gonna drop that lawsuit.
I don't think there's no lawsuit. There's no defamation of character. They're basically saying we don't align with how he thinks. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. This is the perfect way to talk about it. His stance on being a Republican. Brittany, can you be friends with someone who's a Trump supporter?
I can.
But that's fine. I don't know how, Jordan, can you? I don't know where you stand on this.
I mean, I can't, but
okay. So I'll just say,
how do I know you a Trump supporter?
So you have these conversations. So if I have a conversation with somebody and they say they are a Trump supporter, I'm gonna say, okay, I was never raised to not fuck with somebody just because of their political views. Because I know because I know plenty of Republicans who are that have been mentors to me. That especially when it comes to film, that have shown me certain things. Okay, how you might be a Republican because whatever way you was raised, whatever the case is. But then if it turns out that you're a Republican and also racist, that's a different story. So when you learn more information about them, you say, okay, bro, I'm not fucking with you because you're a Republican. I'm not. The reason why I'm not fucking with you is because you're racist.
That was the angle I was taking.
Right.
Why I was
So
saying I cannot.
that's where you get to. So when you talk about Kanye, I'm not gonna not talk to him because he supports Trump. You want to support whoever you want. I don't support you because you stood up there with a fucking Ku Klux mask, a KKK outfit, and then said that. So there's layers to why people don't fuck with you. Now this is what I'm saying too. I don't think he deserves the grace to even sit there and say, "Yo, Pepsi did him dirty." He's done how many people dirty? So why am I even gonna be mad at them saying, "Yo, fuck you"? You've done to everybody, every fucking race. You've basically done it to.
And that's true. But
what are you talking about?
But what I'm saying to you is, right, two things could be true. You could be like, yo, fuck it, he deserved this. But then you could also be like, yo, that's kind of fucked up. Because if it was somebody else, I would feel like that's fucked up.
I don't even think it's fucked up, but because you've done so much, it's not. I don't think it's fucked up what they did.
Bro, but you can't look at it like as a situation like, oh, it's only not fucked up because of the person it is.
Yes, that's how it works.
That's not how it works, bro.
If they would have did this to somebody like, I don't even know, like fucking, give me an artist, Brittany. I don't even know. Like if they would do this to Burna Boy, because they feel like Burna Boy disrespects his fans, I would say, hold up, this doesn't. The punishment doesn't equate. They are doing this because everything that he has done. So that's why it seems like, yo, they have a reason to do it. There is merit behind it.
No, there is a reason, like, and that's why I'm not debating the fact that it's a reason. I'm just saying you knew all of this. Stand, like I told y'all, I'm Mr. Stand on it. If you gonna make a decision,
there's no business that's gonna stand on the line of picking Kanye. There's no business.
Not true. So far, I just had him for $400 million.
No, they had him perform there.
That's what this is. This is a fucking performance.
It's a festival.
It's still a performance.
Right, it is. But it's different when he's already. They're telling you can't come to the country. That's two totally different things.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
That's two totally different things.
He was already planned to come to the country, and then now because of all of this, and then now because of this, now they like, now you can't come to the country.
Which is
so it's like somebody somewhere decided to make some phone calls, and that's like, yo, if somebody didn't fuck with you at your job, and then if somebody didn't fuck with you at your job, and they started to make phone calls just to make sure you didn't get promoted or go to a place you wanted to go, that would be fucked up. Even if I didn't fuck with you, even if you was racist or you.
But you're not. Yeah, what you're saying though, he has.
It's not fucked up if you had this coming.
But that's what I'm saying. You could still think the situation is fucked up without being like, yo, it's the person. Like the person who it is, you like, yo. The person who it is, you like, yo, fuck them. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. That's fine. But the situation could still be fucked up because no matter if it happens to anybody,
just because of who he is and what he's done, he shouldn't get treated like that.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying because of who he is and because of what he done, if people treated him like that's fine, and that's granted that is warranted. But what I'm saying to you is, you could still say that, but then also be on the stance like, yo, that's fucked up that they did that, because if it was somebody else and they did that, I would still feel like it's fucked up.
Okay. I mean, I think the bigger picture here is Kanye needs help. He's been like this since his mom passed away, and he's.
I'm so tired of that. Like,
you don't think that's a thing?
I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm saying at what point do we hold him accountable and say, yo?
Oh no. I'm not saying he's not being held accountable.
Right.
But I think at some point, whoever's in his circle needs to help him.
That's not that. But this is what I'm saying. That I've gotten to the point where I believe that's never gonna happen.
I mean, but look at the last couple years. He hasn't really been on that same timing.
No. So you don't know how can you? So from what we've all seen I don't want to say seen or heard, there's a reason why some people like Pusha weren't even helping him on his album. They don't want nothing to do with him,
and that's fine.
So at some point,
but we can't say that he's not getting help,
right?
If we haven't seen that behavior lately.
But what I'm saying is, you're not going to see that behavior because the people who love him and has so much love for him, he's burnt those bridges. So with the people he works with now, they don't even have, I don't think, a leg to stand on to even give him the pushback. You get what I'm saying? So the people who were in his corner, like his diehards, the producers, the pushers, they all said at this point they've done the Jay-Z's, they've washed their hands with him. So who else can you push away to even get you could push away the Jay-Z's because you know that will garner their attention. The people that you're working with now, you push them away, we're not even going to hear about it. It's like, oh, like, who cares? Like, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's burnt those bridges to where whatever he's doing now behind closed doors, we're never going to hear about.
But that's what I'm saying. But the person he ain't going to do shit behind closed doors. All of that stuff he was doing, he was he's sending these texts out himself for you to see.
Right,
Maybe
but
he
with
needed
with
Khloe
people
as
who
his
had
ride-or-die.
the
Yeah, shout
Maybe
out
he-
to Khloe.
Maybe
She
he needed
definitely might
Khloe
need
as
Khloe.
a ride-or-die,
Right.
not Kim.
right. So we're gonna shift to our that's crazy segment. Just go through this real quick, but no one know if you saw this. So on April Fools, the Washington Wizards decided to play a crazy joke, Brittany. The Washington Wizards decided to have a man attempt a half court shot blindfolded for $10,000. He
Okay.
takes the shot beyond the air ball, Jordan. Shit might have hit somebody in the stand. But they all
so
start
bad.
celebrating as if he
Why?
made the shot. They dropped the confetti. The mascot is hugging him. Yo, you did it. There's a chick
Everybody in
there.
the crowd is
Congratulations, you
yelling.
did it. They bring him the blank check, and there's just like, no, we're just playing April Fools.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my man.
So how do you-
little TJ man's day? Because everybody's career is done for. Done for. No more team. Everybody's done for.
hold you.
Everybody's done
And
for.
it's the Wizards in DC too,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
nobody
They
probably
not
would have
even
cared.
Everybody-
Then we gotta replace these
Wait,
players. All right.
Was this like a little kid? Like,
No,
what-
this is
Oh,
the
this is a
grown
grown
man.
ass
a
man.
grown man. What did he do when they said April Fools?
So they just cut away from him. So I don't know what the follow-up report was, but you've gone too far.
Way too far. Like,
Gone too
what?
far.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I
That's
probably would have
crazy.
cried. Like, yo.
Wait, while we talk about basketball real quick, shout out to Angel Reese, my girl. She
Yes, shout
Yeah,
out
shout
Angel
out to
Reese. Hold
Angel.
on, clock it.
Clock
Yes,
it.
Atlanta Dream.
Yeah, I went to go see her when she was on Chicago against the Liberty, so I'm definitely going to see her.
I ain't gonna.
Oh, if you didn't know Angel Reese, she's one of them ones.
I
gang.
know who Angel Reese is. I just
One
don't
of
watch the
them ones.
WNBA.
I actually don't. I like going to the game because of Ellie, the mascot, Liberty.
Oh, Ellie be turning it up.
Yeah, she be turned up. I ain't gonna
Ellie
fight.
be turned up.
She be turned up.
You gotta take your daughter. I think
Yeah,
she
she
would
would
enjoy.
like
She
it.
doesn't
I think
even
she
watch
would-
basketball.
I think she would still
she would
enjoy
like it. Or
watching
even the Harlem Globetrotters. Like
Yeah.
they interact with the crowd, and it's pretty good. Yeah.
Funny enough, he used to work with one of the Globetrotters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, one of the actors.
Shout out
You
to Brawley.
You should take her. Like the show's really good. I take like my little cousins and stuff like that. Like they come in the
Yeah, no,
class.
she's not a fan.
Okay.
Like
He
how
ain't-
I'm
he
not
ain't
a
even
fan.
trying, Pa. He ain't
Shout
even
out to
trying.
Jason Tatum playing the Knicks tonight
No,
too.
don't shout out.
Actually, yeah, it was
Jason Tatum.
score. I mean, I don't want to check the score because we're so far deep into the podcast.
All right, now
But-
get back to
So we're gonna
Let's
get back into our relationship segment. I've seen it was trending, bro.
What's trending?
It was trending, Jordan.
What was trending?
I seen it.
It
I
was
seen
trending.
It.
It was trending,
You
chat.
didn't see it?
You had the younger man in the sundress, silk black sundress.
Nice black. I don't all black like you. You ain't see- She had that all
I know what y'all talking about now, but she ain't having the all black like me.
She had on the all
she ain't having the all black like me.
You ain't see
See?
her?
Nah, you see?
Them curves.
You see the turtleneck. Turtleneck.
That turtleneck.
Yes.
So it had Instagram in a frenzy for like a couple hours.
I thought it was real.
I thought it was real
I knew it was
too.
AI
I mean-
immediately because
You
I
knew
just
it was AI?
I follow her, so she just posted like she was in the gym,
That's
so
what
I
I
follow
did.
her.
Yeah,
so I
I
follow
went
her.
on her page. and
Yeah,
was
I
like,
follow her. But the comments, there was dudes saying
"Yeah, take that down."
reckless. Yeah. So Jordan, I gotta go to you first, big bro. I'm just curious.
not gonna
Hold on,
lie
let me ask
to
you-
you.
hold on,
All
hold
right,
on.
go
Ask
ahead.
the
Go
question.
ahead.
Ask-
Go ahead.
Hold
I
on,
feel like
gang.
I already knew where you was
Hold
going.
on, gang. I gotta ask you the question and be honest, bro. When you saw that picture, do you think would you ever take down the stud that turned from tomboy to full-fledged G acting right with the sundress? Would you take down the stud?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Brody. I saw that picture and the first thing I thought is hell no. The fuck?
He lying.
I ain't about
He
to take down
lying.
no stud. Oh no, I'm dead serious. I saw that and I'm just like, the fuck? Like this is goofy as shit. I was like, yo, this better be AI. I thought it was real though. I thought it was because it came out of left field. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
She was looking
I,
mad pretty.
no,
as a, I mean, she's a girl, but
no,
you know what?
I thought Drewski had something to do with this. I was like, oh my gosh.
Answer the question.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, absolutely not. So
No.
I knew there was. I don't want to say I know because I still do know. There are people who I know. Obviously, they forever remain nameless on the pod
Mhm.
that say, "Yo, I would take down the stud," and I don't even understand. Like, I can't fathom how that like works because
I know a couple dudes that actually said they took down.
no, and there's some
Yeah.
there's some that have like.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I looked very judgmental. Like you did what? Like, you know, I'm
Listen,
usually
we don't
no.
judge.
I'm usually not the type to judge. You know me, Britt. You know I don't be judging.
I know.
But that I had to judge
So,
automatic.
And the CT, like Sanaa Lathan in Love and Basketball.
That's a
my
different
girl.
story, bro.
Yeah, let me cook for a
Oh,
second.
all
Hold
right,
on,
go
like beautiful woman is Sanaa Lathan.
Shout out to
Also
her.
a 10, but I digress.
Is she a 10?
I actually saw Love and Basketball 2 days ago, by the
But
way.
But is she a
she was
10?
at the Sparks
Who,
game
Sanaa?
recently.
Yeah.
Courtside looks, but
Sanaa Lathan, is she a 10?
she's a 10.
She's not a 10.
Anyway, that's.
But
Continue.
you know, I love her. Childhood crush.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
No, wait, she's a crush, but she's not a 10.
She can't be a crush if she's not
Whatever.
a 10.
Well, I ain't gonna do it to myself.
Strong 9,
I ain't gonna do it to
9.5.
myself. I ain't gonna do it to myself.
Back to what you were saying.
But
Go ahead, cook.
There's people like in that realm of tomboy. See, a tomboy and a stud is two completely different.
I agree.
Right?
agree.
So when you see some tomboys like Sanaa Lathan and
Mhm.
those of that silk who are play basketball or super competitive with sports, whatever,
Mhm.
but they still have those features where they're throwing the dress into their mom, they'll be upset with their mom, or they'll post on Instagram in the bikini, whatever. You know, like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
they're still
Mhm.
you see what I'm saying? But then if a stud posts on Instagram, they're in some trunks and a tight fitted sports bra. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I don't even see where you even see the alignment aside from a stud maybe having the dump truck. But aside from that, bro, like you can't because they'll tell you like yo, like they like I know women who are I don't want to call them studs, but they're you know they get down, they mention yo I bought this strap. Like, I don't want to think about that. So if I'm thinking about you copping that, why would I think about even trying to penetrate? The two don't even
Okay.
align.
I get
Because
it.
how am I going to try to sleep with somebody who dressed like me?
You feel me? So, Brittany, what would you do if a guy that you was messing with tells you, confesses to you that he took down a stud? And don't lie.
Are you judging?
I am going to judge y'all. I was getting on y'all, but I'm judging. I'm judging. Because I'm going to also ask questions. I'll be like, so what was that like? Like,
I mean, it's still.
But are you leaving afterwards?
probably not.
You done said some shit today, Britt. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
First, she not tipping.
You're not tipping.
And if he taking down studs, she's like, I'm still with you, baby.
I'm Khloe forever. I'm going to stick beside.
I'm gonna stick beside you, even though you might try to stick beside
I
somebody
want y'all
trying
to know
to dress
something too,
like you.
y'all. I want y'all to know something because she sits here and called me and Joy the most toxic motherfuckers alive.
I'm not
And when
toxic,
she on
y'all.
some toxic time
I'm
today,
gonna
bro.
be honest with you. Not tipping is definitely toxic.
We're not going to get back into. I told you I'm going to give everybody Montclair's that watch.
Bro, like if I'm on a date with a girl and say she wants to take me out and she was to get the come bring me the waiter check. And she comes, she brings a little check, whatever, brings the book. No, babe, I got it. Oh, yeah, like I'm lay some wood on you tonight. Like, hey, you feel what I'm saying? And then she was just say, all right, babe, like let's go. And I'll see her like, and I ain't gonna lie, it's this some sassy shit if the chick is gonna pay for the bill and the nigga look try to see her. But then, I ain't gonna lie, some sassy shit. I ain't gonna lie. That's some sassy shit. I ain't gonna lie, right? But if they do that, right, and you see what the bill is, all right, and you see she just crossed out the zero and don't even put the tip, we get in the car. I'm asking, yo, so you not gonna tip?
All right. So, okay.
I might say something before we even get to the car.
I don't want to make a scene inside the restaurant.
No, not a scene.
No.
But
Okay, so is it fair that, I tip every now and then? Like, if I got good customer service, I'll swing a tip every now and then. I'm not a tipper, but if I felt like the person was really nice and stuff like that, I'll tip.
So, Brittany, if you're on a date and your boyfriend don't tip, you're not saying that?
I'll probably just be like, I'll ask, like, are you going to tip? But he usually tips, though.
So you saying it's a double standard? Cause
No.
he can tip, but you
It's not
can't?
double standard. He tipped, so I'm gonna be like, oh, you're not tipping her this time, like, or you're not tipping him, like, what? Pause. But like, you're not tipping.
Yeah, tipping him is crazy.
Yeah, pause. But
He
like,
gets a gratuity.
Oh.
Okay.
But how did we get here? We
I don't even know, bro.
How did we get back here?
I don't know. It started with studs, and now
Yeah,
it's back
studs,
to
back to you.
Okay, so wait,
back to
would
your
y'all-
red
Would
flags.
y'all take down a midget?
That's you can't even
Nah,
say that.
nah.
You gotta say small person.
Small person.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Or little
You
people.
can't
I
say
think,
Yeah,
right?
you trying to
can't
get
say
against
midget
you
no more.
might
I'm
get this
sorry,
flagged on
sorry. I
YouTube.
take that back. Small
Um,
person, little people.
Okay,
Would y'all take that down?
I'm not.
You're not.
No, because it looks weird to me. Because like you're the size of a child.
Mm.
I ain't gonna hold you.
This guy.
Taking that
If I'm off the Tito's, bro,
Yeah.
how she looking?
Look, this is what I'm saying. Like,
midgets.
this is times where I look and I just and I judge.
I know y'all seen some clips with some attractive little small John.
Yes.
And you can't say she's small like a child because there's big kids that's like huge and like that's like it's not a child though.
I mean, I understand
Like,
that's
it's not-
different,
it's just-
but then
It's
also
small,
like
it's small,
like
it's
yo,
not a child.
you 3 feet? Come on, 4 feet?
Fun size. Snack size.
I like for me, my cutoff like maybe 4'11", 5 feet, maybe. That's my
Okay.
cutoff. You gotta be at least that tall to ride this ride. You feel me?
Moving on.
Let's move
It's a more important thing. So I might already know your answer because you're spewing the red flags today. So we had a conversation.
No. I want to know. Like, so are you?
Am I dating a small person?
Yeah.
I'm a plus size girl that's 5'7". What I look like with a small person?
There you go.
What if he got a leg?
A third leg?
He got a leg. Bro, no, it's not happening. There's nothing he could do with me. Like, I'm gonna be the one picking him up. Like, it's nothing he could do with me. Not happening.
All right, bro. So I'm gonna leave you with this question, right? So we was having this conversation earlier, right?
Mhm.
So mama's boys and you got the daddy's girls and everything like that, right? So how detrimental is it to have a mama's boy in a relationship?
When I hear Mama's Boy, you know what I think of? Miss Loretta. I'm
I'm
ready for the
rest of the tour.
yes. Nah. Mama's Boy. Me and my girls be talking about this because
Please. Talk to the class. Share with the class.
You gonna put a cape on them or you like?
no, I'm
Let
gonna
her
be
cook, let her
completely
cook.
honest. Let me talk. It depends, right? You have certain type of mama boy. Now let me explain. You have the ones where the moms don't teach them. How do I word this? The moms give them a disservice, right? So meaning that moms are washing their clothes for them, moms are cleaning, and so now when they get these girlfriends, it's like, oh, my mom did this. Why are you not doing it? I'm sorry, what? And then you have the mama's boys who really just love their mother, and that's okay, right?
Like ride or die for them.
Yeah, they ride or die for their mother. I'll give an example of Scrappy and Mama D. You don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I'm pretty sure you've seen.
You mean those Scrappy the rapper?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Scrappy and Mama D, or Jim Jones and his mama, right?
Okay.
So I would consider Jim Jones a mama's boy, but he's that mama's boy that put his mother in check at points, right? Scrappy, he's that mama's boy. I feel like he don't be putting his mother in check, and then his mother also do what she want to do too. So when me and my girls talk about this, it's like, yo, mamas be doing a disservice for their sons sometimes because it's like when you do get that female and you want that, that female wants you and she wants to see how you are as a guy. Certain things like you should be doing for a female or certain things a female shouldn't be doing for you. Like, I don't mind if I'm living in the crib with my man and we got dirty laundry, I'm gonna wash his clothes. But for you to expect me to like do it or for you to not to make up the bed because your mom did it for you or your mom does things for you, it's like, no, we're not doing that here. Like, where's your, like, show me that you could do it. Like, granted, like, everyone has what their preferences or whatever like that. But, I'm not a fan of like a really mama's boy type thing because I feel like you're going to always choose your mom. Like, granted, people are always going to choose their family, right? Like, God forbid something happened to my mom or something's wrong with my mom. Everything got to drop. Me and Corey on a date. Yo, and Corey's riding with me, like, But there are certain guys that like, and then I blame it on the moms too, because you have some mothers they treat their son like their boyfriend in a sense, right? And so this is like a big topic. I don't know why you made this the last topic because this is about to get crazy.
Good.
But no, but like it's just a whole lot of like being a mama's boy is like crazy, like because it's like you don't know how. I don't want to say don't know how to be a man, but you're dependent on that woman to fill the shoes of your mother when you get with her. Does that make sense?
I got some thoughts on that.
Okay.
So, like for me, I also agree that there's different levels to the mama's boy situation. Right. When when you get to the level like how you said, where some mothers make the son like her boyfriend or her husband or something like that, that's a problem to me. But then I also see the side of like, there's some mama's boys, like, mama's boy is like a term that's just like kind of messed up, and it kind of tries to devalue who you are as a man.
Right.
But then there's mama's boys who's like, yo, like I've been rocking with my mother since like kid, as far as like we've been through a lot together. We rely on each other. I'll do
mother.
I'll do anything to help her. She'll do anything to help me. But like you said, there's boundaries. So you create those boundaries like, yo, you're not about to talk to my girl any type of way you want to, and you're not about to just like impede on my life to the point where you're trying to hinder my growth.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I see there's a difference, because I feel like there's some, like, people would label them mama's boy because they're close with their mother. Like, I'm saying, I'm not saying not you.
And
I'm
just
not
to
saying
piggyback off that real quick, 'cause I think the perfect example here, and Jordan, you may know this, is I'm not sure who Britt is because it's a professional athlete, but Jaden Daniels is a perfect example. Jaden Daniels was raised by his mom, single mother, and she's done a phenomenal job. He's the franchise quarterback for the Washington Commanders. And so his mom is always there. Like, and there's been times where a woman who tried to holler at woman would try to holler at him, and his mom would be the one to say, "Yo, bro, nah, it's not happening," because her best interest. Her best interest is her son, and she knows how these women are. You know what I'm saying? So I think there is what Jordan is saying. There's very truth to that. There's merit to trying to devalue a person by calling my mama's boy, and I think there's a gray area here, right? Because the gray area is where you said it. I do believe, as someone who's had both parents in his life, I do believe so wholeheartedly that a child needs both parents for their development. But I also believe a woman cannot raise a man. I do think a man at some point needs another male figure in his life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they might resort to the coach or whatever. Like when Kevin Durant had his MVP speech, he mentioned his coach going as being a father figure.
He don't take showers. I just want to say that.
All right, well, I think that, hold on, bro. I think there is a form of, now, do women do it? Yes. Do some women do an exceptional job? Yes. Again, those women are the exception, not the rule.
Not the rule.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and I have seen that in some men as I've gotten older, whether it be in my friend circle or come and encounter me at work, whatever the case may be, where you could tell they do have a very high dependency on their mother. There's no reason at 30 you should not know how to wash your clothes. That should not be a thing. You should not be 30 and not know how to make something in the kitchen. You should not be 30 and stuff to call your mom for, yo, how do I set up a doctor's appointment? There are certain things that you should have already been checked. As just a functional adult. I don't want to say I had to be a man, because I think at times we would gaslight you in saying that and say, yo, you're a man, you don't know how to do this. Like, don't gaslight me. Don't try to come at me.
Men could say you're women and don't know how to do this.
I don't do that. But they're right. You're right. Right, because that's when it becomes toxic. But I think being a functional adult, like you said, their parents at some point do a disservice to their children by giving them everything because they want to spoil them and make them feel loved, because they were never loved by their parents. Right. So that's where it becomes the cycle. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make up for it. When you have to, like, even with me with my kid, I'm not as spoiled with her. I'm more stern at times, and it's just because you have to at some point learn how to be functional on your own. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's nothing wrong with having a dependency factor with your parents to an extent, because they're always going to be your parents, right? They're mom, dad, whatever it is. But like you said, once it gets to the point of, oh, I don't do my laundry, but my mom does my laundry, I don't do, like, there's some things, even like as an adult, it shouldn't even come out of your mouth like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I never did
or
this
at
before,
least
my mom does
it shouldn't be something that's celebrated.
Yeah.
Because I think there's, like, as we've all experienced through life, there's always been like a time where like your mom has done something for you that you should have done for yourself as a grown up. But when it becomes like, no, I can't do this because she's always done that. I feel like that's where it becomes like,
because you're dependent.
Yeah,
right.
because
So let me ask you this,
dependent
Brittany. So the cutoff, I guess, would be like, if you and Corey have their own place, right? But his mom has a key. Is that okay?
No, why is his mom?
I'm just asking, like where do you think the cutoff is to?
The cutoff is that, like,
the key,
no,
like
my
having
mother
the key.
wouldn't even have the key.
Right, I'm just asking, like,
yeah, no, we're
okay.
not, no, that's
I'm just asking,
then
like,
you,
just have a
you know,
conversation, right?
granted, like, yeah, it's just no for the key, no for the key. But
I'm gonna say I disagree with that, and the reason why I disagree,
Your mom got the key?
Huh?
Your mom got the key?
My mom does have the key, but it's not necessarily because I'm just like, oh man, that's my mom, I need her to have a key. But like an emergency, if I don't have a key, like, because let's say I lock my key inside the house or I lost my key, she lost her key or she can't find it right now or she's unavailable, how the fuck I'm gonna get
You're
in?
living with,
Super.
like, wait, what
Huh?
you said, Damon?
You said, how you gonna get in? I said the super.
No,
you
wait.
you see there's no super to
Okay,
just
wait,
be like
no. Let's, because the picture I'm thinking is not married,
it's
but
it's
y'all,
in a
you're
it's
living with
yeah,
your
and,
significant
and it's
other.
like an emergency thing. Like especially like a lot of like Caribbean people or just people in general,
Mhm.
they'll give a key to like their aunt because she's close by,
Right.
or like to their
Yeah.
cousin who's close
Right.
by for emergency purposes. Like, yo, I can't access my crib. You could get in. That's
Right.
the
And-
same thing.
and the-
I see it as the mother thing. It's not necessarily because that's my mother. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta give her a key.
Right.
Nothing like
And
that.
the way I framed it was more so for Brittany was like, it's a
Yeah.
mama just popping up.
Yeah.
That's the way it
Oh
was
no
framed.
no
Yeah,
no no
that's
no
why
no
I was
nah,
like,
nah,
oh,
it would
like,
never be
yeah.
like no pop ups like
that's how it was framed.
randomly like
'Cause,
yo.
like my mom
That's how it
has
was
a
framed.
spare key to my apartment. Corey has
Oh
a
okay
spare
okay
key.
okay.
But
That's what I
the
meant.
way I
Like
took
as
it-
like a
as in,
spare key.
it
Okay
was
okay.
framed as in
You meant
like popping
like
up.
like it's an open door policy for her. Nah, moms, you already know it's not an open door policy. I called you on the pod, but that don't mean you get special treatment.
No, but I was gonna say I don't know if y'all watch Kadima DeVow. They
She lost me there.
okay. Anyhow, they have their couple or whatever, married couple, and they have like a podcast, and they have 4 sons. Y'all probably seen them. I'll show y'all after the pod. Anyhow, she teaches her sons to open the door for her so that he could learn to open the door.
So, quick story, like not to run too long. So, my aunt ran track professionally, ran in the Olympics, and she trained out of Houston. Shout out to the H-Town. We got listeners in
Okay.
Houston. Shout out to y'all. But when at some point when she was training, I think I was like, I want to say like 10. I was still young. I want to say
Okay.
at least, I might have been, what age can you fly alone? I think 11, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Something
I think
like
so.
10 or 11 where you could like, they could like, okay, they assign you the stewardess.
Yeah.
And you like, I
Let
remember
you
this like
know
vividly.
funny
Yeah,
time.
like, I remember this shit. Yeah, 100%. So the story time is that I flew on United. That's how I remember this. I flew on United, flew to Houston, and my aunt picked me up from Houston, and she said, Jalen, all right, on this trip, I'm gonna show you what it's like to date a woman. And so the first thing she did when she picked me up from the airport was, you're gonna open my door. And so that whole trip, I remember my aunt, that whole trip, while we was out there, whatever, I'll go to train her on the track, whatever. We go, it's done from practice, open my door. And there was one time I remember vividly, she had her house. We came back from the Rockets game. This when Steve Francis was on the Rockets.
Okay.
Because she was cool with Coutinho Mobley.
Stevie
She was cool with Mobley,
franchise.
right? And so Mobley got us like courtside tickets or whatever. And so we're at the game, and we come back, and I remember vividly, we come back from the game. I wanted to went in the house to play. You know, when you travel, when you're young, you always bring the P3 with you. Like you always bring that John, right? So I had that John with me, and so I wanted to went in the house and play my game. So I went in the house. I remember we just had some fast food spot. I had the burger. Went inside the crib, put the game on, playing, and she started calling me. I'm thinking she already in the house. She's like, "Yo, bro, I've been in the car for a half hour. What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm playing the game with the stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, what's wrong, auntie?" Forgot to open my door. So I'm 32 years old, or 31. I still remember that story. So these are things that she's installed in me. That so even now, I could on my mom. There's not one girl that I ever took seriously that could say I never
Never
did
opened the
those.
door for
Not
them.
that's the bare minimum, but I'm just saying like it was always instilled in me so young that I always do it.
Wait, I'm about to see if I can blow your mind. Pause.
Wait, but hold on. Before you
Okay,
go
go
right
ahead.
there, also, there's a movie. There's a
I know
movie.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, you
The
know what I'm saying.
woman-
Yeah,
I
if
knew you was.
I'll let you in that door.
Oh, and she don't reach
Yeah.
over.
if you don't reach over and
And the
open
funny
my
thing is,
door,
my
gang.
aunt did say that. My aunt said that. Like, if she don't reach over back over and open it for you,
what's
she's not
crazy?
the one.
Can I tell y'all something real quick? I didn't know about that. So, Corey opens my doors, and one time we get in the car, and like we went to Peaches, this brunch spot in Bed-Stuy. It's by Maxwell. I don't know if y'all know that thing or
I
whatever.
don't really fuck
But
with
yeah,
that one.
but it's good. Anywho, so we had that debate in there. He was like, the woman's supposed to open the door too when
100%.
And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I
Bronx
never
tale,
heard of that before.
100%,
And
bro.
he taught me. I ain't going for. I'm a
Active
what-
learner.
yeah, like I'll learn like
Yeah,
from my
100%,
man. And
bro.
so I didn't know that, and he showed me like the YouTube clip
Yeah, bro.
and everything, and I was like, wow. And from now on, when my man opens my car
Yeah,
door,
so even
I open his.
so I've taught my daughter this now. Like at that young age, before
Yeah.
she was even 13. Now even as a kid, I always open the door for her, and the man always walks on the right side of the street. This is what my
Yeah.
aunt, you know what I'm saying, was
Yeah.
always instilled in me. So I think it's
yeah,
important.
that's
Now
important. I
you
love
can
that.
still be a dog ass dude and still, but
Mhm.
if you was raised right, I
Yeah.
think goes a long way.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout
So
outs to y'all.
shout out to us.
Auntie.
All right. Before we end the show, what are y'all guys looking forward to this week, bro? Jordan, what you got for me, big bro?
As y'all know, my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna keep saying
Gang,
it.
gang,
until
gang,
that-
gang, gang.
I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens. Big Aries energy. But also, I'm just looking forward to like, yo, I got vacation coming up, and I'm gonna be relaxing. talk about some R&R, and I'm going to eat too.
Where you going, bro?
I'm going to. There's a chef that I follow named Mr. Make It Happen. I'm going to his restaurant. And it's been voted best restaurant in DC so far. So everybody go figure it out.
How about you, Britt? What you got?
How
How was last week? You went away with your mom? How was?
yeah, we went, and I was going to bring it up with the gambling stuff because we went to go see horse racing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's something.
And you didn't bring up the slippers. You got your slippers on because Jordan said we couldn't wear shoes in the
we couldn't wear
crib.
shoes.
I ain't gonna name names who was responsible for that.
We not too much on him. Not too much on him.
Like, stop it. He gonna make me have to get an assault charge up here. You know? Don't play. We don't play about him.
I guess these would be the new addition to the pod.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Angela, not with us this week too. Shout out to y'all. I don't know. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I started creating like a lot of playlists on my phone.
Okay.
Like there was a lot of traction, bro, recently because Kanye is going on tour at the same time as Jay-Z, and so the thing was like who will win a versus battle. So I went on Spotify and somebody created like a Kanye versus Jay-Z like a playlist. I was bumping that shit when that came. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure who wins.
Joe Budden actually did like a 3 for 3.
He did
lined up 3 different songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like that shit is like kind of tough. I ain't gonna hold you.
It really
That's
was.
like
Send it to me.
yeah, like that's stuff. Bro, like they got hits for days, bro.
They did Song Cry versus Devil in a New Dress, and I was just like, yo, if I really had to choose,
I might choose Devil in a New Dress.
That's what I'm saying. But then they was
Rick
like,
Ross
nostalgia in the feel of Song Cry. Yeah. So it's just like, yo.
You talking about verses? I got to address. So every time on Instagram, I be posting y'all like, tell me topics y'all want to talk about on the pod. And someone said, do y'all think Akon and Drake could do a verse?
Oh, who said that? Shout them out.
Shout out my boy Jose.
That's what it is. That's Jose.
Shout out my boy Jose. Friend of the pod. Friend of the pod.
Appreciate you, big bro.
So
it's actually a good question.
Quick?
Nigga, shit on Akon. Akon got hits. I mean, obviously Drake will still win, but Akon got.
Wait, Drake will still win.
Yeah, Drake is still.
I think. I mean, because versus is a 20 for 20.
That's what I say. Like,
I don't know if
Akon
if
got
a
10 for 10. I'll say
a 10 for 10.
I
still.
No, he could go like he'll like. I'm saying he won't win. That's my point.
I still think Drake will win, but a 10 for 10, you look at it and you'll be like, yo, hold on, he got some.
That
hits.
Locked Up had the ESPN in the chokehold for a long time. That was like every fucking sports scandal. It's like every intro in that joint.
Nah, but yeah. So shout out to we're gonna be posting stuff on our Instagram, asking what y'all want to hear on the pod.
Please always come back. Always DM us with the questions, whatever. You can get more into it, have a better setting, so Jordan could say his pure toxic ways.
But I don't think I'm toxic. If y'all think I'm toxic out there, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, but I mean to be. But I mean to be.
And if you guys have any tips, or if anybody knows was on a date and you saw Brittany there and she didn't tip you, please at the podcast so we can know and put her on blast.
Facts, because we definitely will make her find you and give you a tip.
And last but not least, bro, I'm gonna shout out to Sean because Sean said this. There's no way Jordan has never met a 10. So if you've never met a 10, so you're just eating girls' asses, that's not 10.
Hey, yo, whoa.
Crazy.
If Sean said that, that's crazy. If Sean said that, that's crazy.
That's next week, y'all. All right, y'all.